And we're back, and we're back, and we're back. We right here. We ain't going anywhere. Mm, mm, mm,
Let me see,
mm.
man. Mm,
What?
hey, calm down, yo.
What? Oh, that was loud. Hey, turn that down, yeah.
Yeah, was that me?
Probably was.
Nigga emailed me at 8 p.m. Sunday or serial killer. Say serial killer.
Cerebral,
Cerebral. Cerebral.
cerebral assassin.
Mm.
What going on, yo?
Language. What's your names on here again?
I don't have one.
All right, that's nice. Higher than I ever been. Man, we are back.
I'm gonna be honest. The
That
edge
made you
rusher,
feel like
the edge rusher position is. I'm not impressed. I don't know why. I'm just not impressed.
with the edge rush.
Yeah. No way Cam Jordan had 12 sacks, though. Because when I watched him, he must have got that super late.
What you mean?
Cam Jordan's still a guy, man.
Man,
Yeah, he's still a very productive player.
that brother can kick rocks. My bad.
Whew.
Last 5 years, Cam Jordan, 13, 12, 15 and a half, 7 and a half, 12 and a half. He's a good player, man. He's a really good player.
Listen, I hear you. I'm not trying to, though.
And he's very, very durable. He's
Nah,
never
he'll
missed
miss
a
games.
game.
He'll miss games.
He's never missed one in his entire career.
That's pretty good.
Oh no, I lied. Last year he technically missed one. I forgot it's 17 games last year. That's crazy. I never knew that.
Promo. Don't do it. Don't do it. What was I doing? Doing something.
You was doing it, yo.
I'm doing it. Wow. All right, bet. Yep, that's enough promo for me.
Almost did it, bro. Almost. You almost got me.
You're a funny guy, brother.
How funny.
I was about to do something and I forgot, man.
Return of the man.
Man, I am psyched.
I don't believe it, yo.
I am hype. You not hear it in my voice.
I just don't believe it, yo.
So now you call me a fraud, huh?
And a liar. My bad.
See now I gotta maybe got a character done. I'm a changed man. I go to church. Ah, you know what? I think it. I think it's time.
For the percolator.
There we go.
Ah, my foot. Ouch. Percolator.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what kind of. What's the word he used? Kind of rigmarole you got going on over there. Man, did y'all know I can have background music now?
That's all right. Put on.
We're not going to take it.
I was about to say put on. I don't know, man. Don threw me off.
We're not going to take it anymore.
Nah, bro, you're gonna get this
What
nice
is this?
driving sample.
Sad R&B, hip hop, jazz.
My bad, bro. You want that, bro?
Sounds sweet.
Oh, you want the rock? My bad. There you go.
Oh, this is racist. This is racist for sure. A lot of racism in this.
Come on, son.
Hey, man, we started the pod.
Oh, man.
Sip. Yeah. Yeah. Sip. Huh? Yeah. Big bet. Tell me what you niggas really know about big tech. These niggas be swines, might as well be made of pig flesh. Might make an appearance, but that shit just for the quick check. We the jiggy niggas in the city, bitch dipset. I just made a play and I got double back. In a day, what you make in a month, I'm making double that. I can make the money come easy, I'll never fumble that. I might fill the tub up 100s and take a bubble.
And we're back, and we're back, and we're back. Welcome back to another episode of a newly refined, strongly driven, hardworking, enthusiastic bunch of guys known as 3Way Deal. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Yeah.
Take a little break, get ourselves together, on the mental and whatnot. Just all the necessary preparation, things we had to do. Yeah, and whatever he yelled out. But we back. Host Grizzy Gray. I got my two co-hosts with me. Got my man to my. That's y'all left. I think. I hope y'all right.
There you go.
Right. Yeah. Mr. Stu.
What's going on, guy?
And the man down under.
I got my notes out.
Stu Senior.
The hell, man? What's going on?
Stu the Don.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we got a good one here today. Coming back, we in our NBA offseason talks. Really, we're just gonna dive into four really popping topics that's been going on for the past couple of days. First one is gonna be, well, not first one, but not in order. We got our favorite NBA offseason moves. So we're just gonna talk about all the so far moves that's been made in the offseason. We're just gonna talk about what really moved the needle for us and what didn't. Karl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert. How will they fit working together? The synergy, the chemistry, all that good stuff, and just how they plan on improving the Minnesota Timberwolves franchise. We're going to talk about the best landing spots for Kevin Durant. Where is he going to go? Where might he go? Where just where we want him to go. And also, we got a win with Donovan Mitchell, and Stu is going to be leading that. He's going to just be talking about. He's going to ask us questions. Basically, would you rather have D Mitch or I guess another player or a group of players? So we're going to talk about that. Anybody have a preference of what they want to start off with? Anything burning or itching?
Yo.
Everybody burning or itching to get something off their chest?
I hope not. But We can talk about the offseason so far since it's slow because of a certain basketball players doing shenanigans against.
Ooh, brother. All right, yeah. Whatever Don just said.
You want to talk about the NBA offseason?
Ooh, brother.
Jesus,
Funny guys.
All right, so we got some. I gotta get my joint. Gotta get my joint right. But we've had a lot of moves. We not a lot really. Actually, we haven't had a plethora of them as we've seen in recent years because we just been waiting for one specific guy, one guy in New York likes to take his good old time. But we had one deal that happened with we got Alec Burks and Nerlens Noel. They got traded. We got Brogdon going to the Pacers. We had Kings getting Herter from the Hawks. We got Gobert to the Timberwolves. We got Jeremy Grant to the Pistons. We got the Nuggets getting Caldwell Pope, and the Hawks getting also DeJounte Murray. It's been a couple of moves, and we're just gonna talk about what moves we like. Mavericks getting Christian Wood, Brunson going to the Knicks. A lot of people moving.
All right, Don. What moved the needle for you, man? I'm listening.
I think my favorite move was the Denver Nuggets addressing straight up the very holes that was holding them back. Ain't no defenders. So you give away Monte Morris, which is cool because he was an okay ball handler, nothing more, nothing less. Who else they gave up? They gave up
Will Barton.
Yeah, Will Barton, who shot awful, straight disgusting this past season. So you get him, you get Caldwell Pope instead, who is, I like to call a playoff caliber defender. Because he belongs on the playoff team, brother. I appreciate his services in Washington, but we all know he deserves to be back in the playoffs, brother. He's a good player. 3-and-D at his finest. Then you follow that up and get Bruce Brown, defender, athlete, really cut to the basket. That's going to be beautiful to watch. Watching him run around and Jokic setting him up, it's going to be beautiful to watch. So you're finally giving Jokic the appropriate help that they need. You picked up DeAndre Jordan. I mean, that's cool, I guess. But it's like a little something, but
It's all right.
I feel like they were waiting to do more. It's just gotta wait on the Kevin Durant thing. But you also still have to remember they get Jamal Murray back and they also get Michael Poop Jr. back. So at this point right now, you just need them to be healthy. Please, Denver, please stay healthy for Jokic. Please. That's all I'm asking.
Right. I like the moves, man. They both guys play very, very well off Jokic. KCP's a good cutter, good movement shooter. Bruce Brown's good in the pick and roll. You know what I'm saying? There's a guy in that dunker spot as well. Not really a shooter, but I mean, he's open all the time. But he'll be even more open now because you know how good Jokic is as a passer and everything. I wouldn't say that moved the needle for me necessarily because I still think they're lacking a little bit of defense on the wing. I mean, Bruce is good. I don't trust KCP on power wings. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
He's more of a big guard type of defender or a smaller wing. Like he could guard Paul George for spurts. You know what I'm saying? He can guard him every now and then, but I still think either Michael Porter Jr. has to step up into that role, or Bruce Brown's going to have to be their wing stopper. Unless I'm missing somebody else on the roster, and I'm not actively looking at the roster, so I'm probably missing a guy or two.
About the rookie, that's about it.
I mean, yeah. So they made cool moves. It was on my list, though. I think it was good moves. As long as they stay healthy. Not even they. As long as Jokic is healthy, because you saw what they did last year when nobody was healthy. Still went to the playoffs.
it seems like they're stuck right now in this playoff phase where they can get past the first round if they really collect together. But after that, it's like, what's the next step? They in that Utah Jazz phase right now. You feel me?
They have a conference finals appearance. You know what I'm saying? They have one. But I think Michael Porter Jr. has to be the guy to take that leap if they're going to be like.
And that's what you re-sign him for.
They've re-signed him to a lot of money, man. He has to, not even just offensively. Offensively, he is fine. They don't need anybody else that dribbles a lot. They got Jokic isn't like this high usage dribbler. He's high usage, but he's not, pounding the ball into the dirt. Yeah. But they have him and Jokic to initiate offense and play make and create. They need somebody defensive. Oh, never mind. They got Aaron Gordon. I forgot. They got Aaron Gordon too. So there's a wing guy that can defend. So I just want them to put together a healthy season for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But the move that moved me the most was easily DeJounte to the Hawks. Easily DeJounte to the Hawks, man. Like, it wasn't even a close second for me. You pairing him with Trae Young finally gets to unlock Trae Young off the ball. Trae Young doesn't have to dribble the whole game. He doesn't have to play make the whole game. He doesn't have to score the whole game. And he finally doesn't have to guard the best guard on the other team. I mean, they were trying to hide him, with Bogdanovich back there and Kevin Huerter and all that type of stuff. But
no defenders.
Those aren't good. They're not terrible, but they're not good either. You went from okay at best perimeter defenders on the wings and on the for guards to one of the best guard defenders in basketball. Like, that's a huge, huge leap for them. Huge, huge leap. And I think, like I said, it's going to really unlock Trae off the ball, man. Trae's a really, really good movement shooter.
Yeah.
Really, really good. And maybe he can put more effort, because that's all he's going to be good at on defense is effort, because he's small. Doesn't even matter if he's good at it. You're little. It doesn't really matter. People are going to shoot over you more times than not. So if he's able to give more effort and energy defensively, that immediately makes them a better defending team and offensive team, because defense leads the offense. Trae Young is deadly in transition and on the fast breaks. And I just think that gives them another dynamic offensively that they've been missing, man, because they don't have any other creators.
Yeah.
In the Trae Young era. They just don't have any other creators. Like, I'm still wondering what they're going to do with John Collins, because there's just no way they start the season with him on the roster. They've been trying to trade John Collins since last offseason. At some point, you got to get tired of trade rumors, man. At some point, it's like Miles Turner with the Pacers. Miles Turner has been on the trade block since 2019. Eventually, you got to get traded, man. Somebody's going to trade for John Collins. And I hope they get another wing-ish kind of guy, because I'm cool with DeAndre Hunter. And they traded Cam Reddish. Who did they just draft? Damn, I forgot who they just drafted. I want them to get more wing. They need more size, man. But that was probably my favorite move of the offseason for it so far.
Okay. I think mine personally that moved me, I wouldn't say the most, because I definitely think that the DeJounte one moved me the most. But the second one to me would be the Malcolm Brogdon to Boston, just because simply now you can take the ball out of Marcus Smart and Jaylen Brown, and
thank God.
You don't have to have them walking up the ball and trying to facilitate and trying to do everything at once and whatnot. And, you get an orchestrator of your offense now. And I think that's a big thing that, Boston was missing, especially in the playoffs, outside of, just playing I'd say playing terribly, like, coming down the stretch, like in late games or whatnot. But having a guy like him, especially he still spaces the floor, plays solid defense, I think he'll fit in very well at Boston.
I'm just not happy because, it's always F the Celtics. But they finally got somebody that can actually dribble.
Mm-hmm.
Because It's just go back and watch the finals, man. No team in the East could make them do it. But when you go against teams that have really good perimeter defenders, they're going to make you do what you're not comfortable. Tatum, Brown, Marcus Smart, none of them can dribble left. They just cannot do it. They just can't. They were awful at it. Malcolm Brogdon could do that to a certain extent. And there's been talked about how he's going to come off the bench, which I think is fine.
It's cool. I
It's
get
cool.
why.
Like, I'm not mad at it. He's a better basketball player than Marcus Smart.
You just
You
can't
don't want to like mess up that chemistry that they
Yeah.
have going on. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I get it.
Such a Celtic looking guy too.
Yeah, he look like Oscar from The Office. That's what
Looked like he was born to play for Boston. Brogdon, the type of guy. All the teams Brogdon went to, he looked like he belongs there. Milwaukee, the Pacers, Celtics. Feel me? Next up after this is probably the Jazz.
The Jazz, yeah.
Hard-working blue-collar teams.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be good for them. I like that move a lot. I also like the Jeremy Grant to the Blazers move because for the first time in the history of Damian Lillard's career, does he have a good wing player? I don't think they've had one ever. I mean, they've had guys like
brother, Al Farouk.
What's wrong with that?
Mo Harkless,
Josh Hart,
Evan Turner. Wow.
I like Josh Hart. That's my guy. Evan Turner. Just not guys, okay? Just not guys out there. You know what I'm saying? So finally, they got somebody who can self-create a little bit, can defend, can hit shots. I mean, it don't move the needle because two best players on your team are small. Sorry to tell you, but that's not how the NBA works. The NBA is a giant man league. Both of your best players are little. They're not title contenders. But they're going to be a fun team, and that's cool with me. I'm not upset about that. That was a good move too.
All right, bet. Let's dive into. I guess we could dive into, since what we're waiting on for a lot more other moves in the offseason is we can dive right into the KD talk.
Mm-hmm.
So did a little research on my own today and whatnot. Got a nice rapport of the KD situation that's going on as of today. So we know that multiple teams have offered the Nets offers for in trade packages for Kevin Durant, but apparently to Brooklyn they've all been subpar and just not great packages considering KD is on a 4-year deal right now.
Yep.
Teams don't believe that Brooklyn has a lot of leverage, and that's why they're kind of lowballing them, I guess, on these offers, and that's why they're not, getting anywhere close to having them done. And the Nets, I believe, have thrown out a smokescreen saying that they are interested in, retaining him for another year, or delaying his trade progress or process and whatnot. I think it's a smokescreen, but
it is.
Yeah. So the Suns and Heat are reportedly two teams that are on Kevin Durant's wish list. Do you guys know any other ones? Those are the only two that I really saw.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah. Cut the Knicks talk. Cut that out.
Yeah, forget the Knicks.
Cut the DC talk out. Oh, my bad.
So my problem with this whole, what you were just talking about, G, what the Nets are trying to do, and saying that they're not getting good packages. You don't get good returns for superstars. It never happens, ever. There is no, unless you're getting a superstar directly back, there has never been in the history of ever a trade where the team that sent the superstar out got a fair deal. It just doesn't happen. It's Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
This isn't DeJounte Murray, and I love DeJounte. This ain't DeJounte Murray. This isn't Christian Wood. You're talking about one of the 15 greatest players to ever pick up a basketball. You're not getting fair exchange for him, bro. I'm just telling you that right now. And maybe if he was, let's say, 31 instead of 34, KD will be 35 next year, dude. This isn't prime KD. I mean, still giving you 30 and everything, but this isn't prime Kevin Durant, man. So
Right.
what the Nets are trying to get everything out of this trade that they can, which is very, very responsible, and that's how they should go about it. But just like the Kawhi Leonard trades, the James Harden trades, the Anthony, they even though the Pelicans got some good guys back, none of them are close to as good as Anthony Davis is, man. Like that, it just doesn't happen like that. So they're kind of pushing it back and sending out smoke screens, like you said. Oh, we're gonna keep them. Never ever. Like the last time I can think of a superstar that wanted to get traded that actually played for that team that year, like the full year. I don't even think of. I can't even think of one honestly. The full year, half a year was AD a few years ago. He played like 35 games with the Pelicans. Before, they sat him down because they wanted to protect his injury. Harden played a few games with Houston before he got traded to the Nets. But I mean, that's it. And that's when he came in the training camp with the fat suit on.
Yep.
Well, he was trying to get traded. He said, "No, forget all this nonsense."
He said, I'm finna sit and chill with John Wall.
He said, "I'm finna drink beer and eat burgers for a month and a half before training camp. Y'all gonna have to be forced to trade me."
Mhm.
But you don't get fair compensation for those guys. So yeah. But the best spot for KD, I think it's Miami, man.
I do also believe that.
I think it's Miami.
But they want D Mitch.
I'm not mad at him for that. I would, if D Mitch and KD both asked for trades the same day. I mean, D Mitch reportedly has not asked for one. The Jazz are just picking up the phone when people call for it. There's a difference. KD asked for a trade. I would still go after Donovan Mitchell simply because he's younger.
Yeah.
He's younger. And y'all know I'm not really that high on D Mitch, but yeah, I would probably prioritize him first. But the best spot for him is Miami, man. If you could, because again, you're not getting Bam, you're not getting Jimmy, because then what's the point of trading for Kevin Durant if you got to give up one of them two? The point is to pair him with those guys. So Miami would have to give up, let's say, Hero, Duncan, 5 first-round picks, and probably another player or two. You know what I'm saying? And for one, I don't care about first-round picks. Don't care. Nigga, your team's going to have Kevin Durant, Jimmy Butler, and Bam on them. That's going to be the 27th pick every year.
Yeah. I'm the Miami Heat, bro. When did I really need a first?
I'm the Heat. Who cares? I didn't need a first to get Jimmy Butler. I got Bam with a first, but that's because we stunk. We haven't stunk since. We got a Hero, but Hero was like the 13th pick, man. And that was the year before. Yeah, the year before Jimmy got there. So I think his best spot is in Miami, not because Phoenix isn't a good destination, but the West is tough. The West is tough, man. The West is very tough. And with Phoenix, you're going to have to give up probably a little bit more because you have younger assets to throw out like McHale and Ayton and Cam Johnson. Even though they technically can't trade Ayton.
Cam Payne.
Oh, okay. All
My
right.
bad.
That's enough.
My bad.
My sleeper spot for him, though. Even though I would hate to see it.
Milwaukee.
The Warriors.
Oh God. Are y'all okay?
What's
going on, man?
Send them back to Golden State. Run it back.
Two of the best wings on the same team. Let's do it.
That's disgusting. And I mean, unless you're giving up Finals legend Chris Middleton, Texas A&M great Chris Middleton, you ain't getting no Kevin Durant anyway. I think it's the Pelicans. It's the Pelicans, man. They'd have an intriguing package because they got a lot of not a lot. They have a few of the Lakers picks.
Trading BI again?
No, you keep BI.
Oh, you
offer them. Look, if you want CJ, you can take them. If you want Alvarado, Trey Murphy, and Herb Jones, you can take 2 of them, and then we'll give you a bunch of picks. If you gave me a lineup with whoever the hell the point guard is. I don't give a damn if it was the ghost of Derek Fisher. If you give me him, Herb Jones, Kevin Durant, Zion, and Jonas, dude, that's the best team in the league. That's the best team in the sport.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like that's the best team in the sport. Or BI, BI would probably be the de facto point guard, but you go BI, Herb, KD, Zion, Jonas. That team is ginormous. So that's my sleeper pick, but the best spot for him is probably Miami. Probably Miami.
No, I agree. It's probably the best spot for him also. But I think that other teams might have a better package for him though. And that's just, I think that's what it comes down to. Like, you know, you get, not saying it's gonna happen. I know I was joking about it earlier, but teams like, I'd say like, Phoenix, how you mentioned earlier, you could say Golden State also, but I know that's probably not gonna happen anyway.
I think
what Golden State got off?
Man, they got Jordan Poole, they got Clay. You can send them over there, bro.
Clay?
No, you're not.
Yeah, bro. You can.
Boy, Clay, they would never even think about trading.
But yeah, you can't. But yeah, you know, you got Jordan Poole. You got
Dallas would try
Minga.
and send something, but Dallas
Wiggs
wouldn't have much to give.
Jordan Poole.
Yeah, Jordan Poole. People love Jordan Poole now, bro.
I don't get this love affair with Jordan Poole. I really don't get it. I think he's a solid player, man, but I just don't get it. I just don't get it. He's a gunner who can't guard. I mean, is that not Jordan Clarkson? They not the same person?
Hey, man, people like Jordan Clarkson, man.
Jordan Clarkson's a sixth man. You would never put his name in a trade package.
I think Dallas would try their hand. I would like to see Denver try. At least if Denver could try. I would love to see KD in Denver. That would be beautiful basketball for me to watch. But who would you give up? Of course, Michael Poop Jr.
You really don't like him, huh?
He don't. He really don't.
Because we thought the world of him when he was in high school, and
he got a bad back.
Spinal, yeah, we get it. We get it.
That's not his fault.
It's like watching Embiid before you knew Embiid was going to be that great when he kept having the back injury. You was like, oh my God, I just want to see him play.
He's the guy. My thing with Denver's package would be what picks would you send them that you think would matter? Because they're too good. Like, they're too good of a team. And after Michael Porter Jr., you're not giving up Jamal. You're not giving up Aaron Gordon because there's no reason to make KD your best wing defender. It would be no reason to do that.
You giving up Bones.
Yeah, I'm about to say you got to give up Jamal, MPJ, Bones. I don't know. I guess 17 damn first round picks.
My bad.
Who? Oh God,
What did he say?
He said Campazzo. Come on, dog.
Goodness, that's my guy.
I do like Campazzo. He's a little shifty, little crafty little guy. I like him.
I like those kind of players.
Yeah, he's no Jose Calderon, but yeah,
he's no Thomas Sadaransky.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what was that?
No, Wiz is great. No, I'm staying with that.
Oh my goodness! I just stubbed my toe.
No.
God, that hurt. I bet everybody said everything for that topic.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, come to DC, Katie.
You wish. You wish you would, brother. You wish you would. Hey, man. We got a new man. I can't remember the last time that we had double bigs, man.
No, 2020 Lakers had AD and JaVale McGee.
Pelicans, Cousins, and AD.
That was a short
Cleveland, Mobley, and Allen.
Yeah, Cavs got triple bigs. They got Laurie, Mobley, and Jared Allen.
That shit worked.
Sure did. Until everybody started getting hurt. The Cavs were so good. They were like the third seed in the East. And then everybody got hurt at the same time. I was like, oh, God, this is bad.
Like, oh, there goes Sexton. Oh,
there goes Sexton.
There goes Rubio.
Jared Allen got hurt.
Oh, wow.
Mobley got hurt. And I was like, oh, Jesus.
Just watch the wheels come off that wagon.
It was Darius Garland and Isaac Okoro out there. It was bad, man. It was bad.
This shit is bad. But let's talk about Cat and Rudy, yo. How will they fit? You got an all-time post defender and a solid rebounder in Gobert.
Trifling. I think it's trifling, but I mean,
You got an all-around, all-time floor spacing big and Cat right there, yo.
The best shooting big ever, according to him,
Ever.
right?
Yeah, according to him, man.
I'm about to say you bet. I'm telling you, I was finna get angry.
The coach is excited about this pairing right here, yo. He keeps talking about how he wants to use them in pick and rolls, having Cat as the ball handler and Gobert as the
Has he watched Gobert?
He's excited. Actually, you want to know what's funny? I know we trash Gobert a lot, but he's actually like
what?
He had the highest points per possession on pick and rolls last year as the roller.
He's a good roller. He's a good roller. He just can't do anything else on offense.
Exactly. He's stinking at everything else.
Yeah.
And whatchamacallit? And he's apparently he has the highest offensive rating in NBA history right now. Number 1, Cat's number 11. So you got both of that. Cat is also number 1 in points per game for picking pops. Yeah, there we go. So that's gonna be interesting to have right there. You got number 1 in rolls and number 1 in pops.
That's my favorite thing to see right now is Cat at the 4. That's going to be really interesting to see.
Listen, man.
It's still trifling to me.
It looks clunky on paper. It does. Now, it raises the floor significantly defensively. Like, significantly. Mm-hmm. My only problem defensively is what happens. Are they going to play deep drop coverage the whole game? Are they going to pick and rolls? Because that's what a lot of NBA offenses are, pick and rolls and high screen and rolls and stuff like that. What are they going to do defensively with Rudy at the 5 and then Cat guarding whatever wing? Because that's what forwards are now for the most part. They're wings.
Guarding Zion.
I mean, that's going to be bad. Whoever's guarding Zion, so I'm not mad at him for that. But, like, teams are running high pick and roll at you. Are you in deep drop? Are you coming up to the level? Are you trapping? What can you do? Because you can't switch. There is absolutely no way I better see them switching at all this season. Like,
that's my issue with this, man.
Cat is a fine paint defender. Rudy Gobert is one of the best paint defending rim protectors ever. That's fine. What happens when teams not force you to switch, but sometimes you're going to have to play a switching defense? What happens? Because they're bigs and they're very athletic and agile bigs, but they're not very switchy. They're not very loose in the hips out there. You know what I'm saying? So what happens when guys like, I don't even want to say Steph and stuff, man, because Steph does that to everybody that exists. But what happens when they have to switch defensively?
Bro, this is the Western Conference. It's not just Steph that can do that. The Suns can do that. Chris Paul will eat that shit up.
And he's 49 years old.
Poland gets Dame back, and Simmons is a shooter too. What do you do?
I don't know, man. And like
CJ McCollum.
Put another thing in the account. Cat is top 3 in the league in fouls.
Fouls a lot.
What are you gonna do when he's in foul trouble early, like he has been in the postseason?
I mean, see, the wonderful thing about this is at all times you're gonna have great to elite level center play at all times throughout the year. I don't think there's gonna be a second that Rudy Gobert or Cat aren't on the floor. Don't matter if they're together or not. So they'll have elite center play for basically the whole year, unless, injuries, of course. But, like, offensively, too, what is that going to look like? Like, I get it. Cat is an amazing three-point shooter. He is the modern-day big floor spacing-wise. But do you just want to make him Ryan Anderson out there, nigga? Like, do you want to just make him Davis Bertans because you got Rudy Gobert? Like, you're taking away the fact that he can post up and you can run him on pick and rolls.
And
You're not doing that with Rudy Gobert in the dunker spot, man. There's no room.
Nah, you know,
So, like, are you making him PJ Tucker while Rudy Gobert's on the floor? It's just really weird.
They're gonna be like Timmy and the Admiral, yeah.
It's not the same. It's not the same. Back then, the game was played in the phone booth. Now you need space, man. What happens when you want to run when your two best players, and it's for one in crunch time? I think this is dumb, but in crunch time, Rudy's not going to be out there. I'm going to tell you all that right now. He's not going to be playing the 5. You cannot play 2 slow 7-footers in crunch time. You're going to get 8 up defensively. So you're going to put Cat back at the 5. But when Rudy and Cat are out there with Anthony Edwards and D'Lo, where's the space coming from when you're getting downhill? Because Rudy's going to be parked right there. Nobody's helping off of Cat. I mean, you can get lobs and everything, but I'm not a big fan of D. Russ off pick and rolls. I want Ant-Man to dunk on people. And then defensively, you lost your best defender perimeter-wise in Patrick Beverley. Who is D'Angelo Russell guarding? It's basically going to be like Rudy was on the Jazz again. It's going to be the same thing. Nobody can guard anybody on the perimeter. So I'm going to have to step out, and teams are going to get drop-offs, and we're going to get swing after ball rotation into an open 3. I'm just really skeptical of it, man. I think it'll work because they're really talented, and there'll be a playoff team. But right now, it's just really weird, man. I don't know, bro. It's really weird.
And it feels like it's a lot of projection towards Anthony Edwards' growth. Is it like now we're going to try and have him be a transition shooter as well? Because D'Angelo Russell's a sloth. You're not getting you're not about to get a lot of fast break points and high threes with him. So it's like, what's the dynamic offensively? Are you depending on Anthony Edwards to take another step and become a very much all-around guy? Or is it just like, I don't know, dump it down to a big guy? If Ant is cutting, give it to him. But
I mean, you say dump it down to a big guy. Which one? Because it ain't going to be Cat. Because the reason you got the reason you got Rudy is because Cat can shoot threes. You can't have 2 bigs on the block. You can't do it. So are you dumping it down to Rudy? Or is he going to take advantage of the mismatch?
Nope.
Man, listen, I seen Austin Reeves guard Rudy Gobert for 7 straight possessions before. Austin Reeves is a 6'5", 195-pound white man. I seen it. I seen Stanley Johnson give Rudy Gobert work. It's just, I don't get it. But then again, at the same time, Rudy significantly raises the floor of that team. They're going to be able to defend enough during the regular season because they're playing teams they're still going to play teams like the Kings and the Magic and the Pacers, bad teams that won't be able to take advantage of that. Yeah. But when they're the 6th seed and they got to play the 3 seed Nuggets or the 3 seed Warriors or the 3 seed Clippers in the playoffs, what happens defensively? And I'm sure Ant-Man is going to take a leap. I'm almost positive he is because I'm a big fan of his. But I think you're asking him too much defensively now. Because, again, I'm a big fan of Patrick Beverley's game. I love Patrick Beverley's game. His antics, they're annoying when they're not on your team. But when he's on your team, I'm pretty sure you're fine with it. Patrick Beverley's a dog. He brings an attitude and a toughness and a mindset. Who are you getting it from that?
What's funny in a way is I feel like he played a big part in them making the playoffs.
He did because he kept everybody accountable. Everybody. Now, I'm not saying Ant-Man can't, but I know D'Angelo Russell can't, and I know Karl Anthony Towns can't, and I know Rudy Gobert isn't that guy either.
That's the most talking we've seen Anthony Towns do.
Mm-hmm. I'm skeptical. There'll be a good team. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just skeptical. And everybody likes to talk about how many draft picks they traded. Who cares, man? Again, it was a lot. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of draft picks. But who cares, man? Who's gonna think about the Wolves draft pick in 2028? Man, he's in the 7th grade right now. Do you really care? Like, seriously.
I mean, it ain't like Minnesota.
He in summer school right now, son. Are you kidding me?
Minnesota don't pick good. Come on, man. This the team that got Johnny Flynn, yo.
Hey, listen, Johnny Flynn was like that at Syracuse.
Jared Culver. You feel me? Come on, man. Cut it out.
They trying, yo.
I did like Jared Culver coming out of Texas Tech. I like Jared.
Man, it's gonna be beautiful in Minnesota. They're gonna figure it out. They're gonna make it.
Hope so. I do.
Y'all gonna see Cat doing pick and rolls with Gobert. It's gonna be beautiful. Gonna be throwing them lobs. Gobert's gonna
step back.
Gobert's gonna be missing them. My bad. Huh?
Oh, here you go.
I gotta see it, yo. I gotta see the number one efficiency and all that. I need to see it.
Can't wait to go back.
He was number one efficiency because they had space to do it. I mean, they're gonna have space in Minnesota too.
Yeah, a little bit.
D-Lo can shoot. Ant-Man can shoot. Cat can shoot.
Jaden McDaniels.
I mean, I don't know who their other guy. I mean, Jared Vanderbilt, I guess.
Yeah, Jared Vanderbilt. Who? It's like Jaden McDaniels or something like that.
McDaniels. There we go. Yeah, McDaniels. Yeah, I like Jaden. So I get it.
I bet. Last topic. Stu, take it away.
All right, guys. So in light of the news of the Jazz taking phone calls on Donovan Mitchell,
yeah, dummy,
I would like to play a little would you rather here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I'm not high on Donovan Mitchell, but I've seen some talks on Twitter about where he ranks among the best young guards in the league. Mm-hmm. And I just want to gauge where we at with it. All right, so I'm going to start here. D. Mitch or Shea?
D. Mitch.
Go ahead.
I'll take D. Mitch.
D. Mitch. D. Mitch, and for me, this is this season and going forward. Not just this season, but this season and going forward.
Okay.
So after SGA, LaMelo Ball. D. Mitch or LaMelo Ball?
LaMelo.
I think LaMelo because he's you know how I feel about those playmaking is more important than scoring to me too. So, yeah.
D. Mitch or D. Book?
You gotta give D. Book his flowers right now. Nigga averaging 26. I mean, D. Mitch is too, but I feel like D. Book is, I don't know what. Something about his game last season just felt different.
Special basketball player, man.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with, probably going to go with Book because he had better.
I wouldn't get mad at either.
He a better facilitator, in my opinion.
I would. I'm going to save my D. Mitch slander for that. Don't worry. D. Mitch or Zach LaVine?
Dude, you're going to hate me, but I'm going to take Mitch because LaVine just haven't been available, though.
That's fine. I can get it.
I feel it. I'd probably take Levine.
I think I would too, Gray, but I've seen D. Mitch in the playoffs.
I have seen D. Mitch in the playoffs.
Special in the playoffs.
Right.
Special in the playoffs. And you know I love me Zach LaVine. I love Zach LaVine now.
He ain't never had that spotlight, and he's not as available as D. Mitch is.
I'll give you that. Okay. D. Mitch or Trae Young?
Trae.
Trae Young.
Trae.
He got to cut them badass playoff performances out sometimes though. Yo.
He's a 6-foot guard with nobody else on the team that can dribble.
Yeah, yo.
But I mean,
special show me.
Mm-hmm. Make it happen.
Trae Young's been to a conference finals. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh my gosh, the East.
Not sweat, huh? My bad.
Cheers. Jamal Murray or Donovan Mitchell?
Donovan Mitchell.
I forgot what Jamal Murray's game was even like.
Jamal Murray.
Come on, man.
Okay, now here's I got a little different with this one, but this is my guy. D. Mitch or Cade Cunningham?
Going with Mitch. We haven't seen Cunningham's full game yet.
I've seen enough.
Oh, dog, no.
Give me Cade.
Full game guy. I can see where it's projecting.
Give me Cade.
I mean, I would say K just for the upside. I ain't gonna lie. Since we talk about from this season that just happened,
Give
and
me
going
Cade.
further, I would probably have to take K.
I think Cade in his prime is a 24, 7-7 guy, and he can defend better than
And I can see that. I can see that.
Okay. D. Mitch or Ant-Man?
About the same nigga, ain't it?
Ant-Man's bigger.
I want
That matters, man.
Give me Ant-Man.
I'm going
Give
with
me Ant-Man. That's my guy. I'm sorry.
I'm going with Mitch.
That's my guy.
I'm going with Mitch. You be saying man because he's taller, but Mitch does all the same shit.
I'm gonna go Ant-Man.
Ant-Man
D.
told you.
Mitch or Darius Garland?
I think I'd take Garland.
I think I'd take Garland too.
I said I value playmaking, but
Yes.
No, he don't.
and he's a very good playmaker, but he's like one of
He playmaker.
Garland just give me the vibes that he's like one of those playmakers that just makes enough plays. He don't makes the game changing plays. But we haven't seen Cleveland in that spotlight yet. So
I mean, yeah, but that ain't his fault.
yeah, I'm gonna go with Mitch for now. But I think Garland Garland has
I know with Mitch.
Garland got this new role right now where he's finally the ball handler. Because a lot of times back then, Sexton was the guy. Sexton had the ball, and that's just what it was. And they tried to make Garland like a
Sexton was a hooper, yeah.
yeah. So now this is truly Garland's role. So I just need to see more of it. But I go with Mitch right now.
I skipped one, but I still got another one after it.
No.
D. Mitch or Ja?
Oh, Ja. You know how I feel about Ja. That's a different story, man.
I do like Ja.
You don't get a lot of leaders like that, yo. Even though Mitch is a leader,
franchise is far, yeah.
Mitch is a leader himself, but Ja's a different leader, yo. He's a culture changer.
All right, last guy I got here. D. Mitch. I'm
Honest.
trying to think if I'm forgetting anybody. I probably
Getting Bill. I know you want to put Bill in the mix.
No, because I just want to do young guards. I just want to do relatively young guys. D. Mitch or Jalen Green?
Josh Giddey.
Jalen Green. Ew, Mitch.
He said Josh Giddey. D. Mitch or Taylor Horton Tucker? Yeah.
Get out.
Give me Mitch.
Jalen Green was really good last year, man.
He was.
Green and whatchamacallit.
I'm trying to think if I'm missing anybody else, man. I don't consider Jaylen Brown a guard. I wasn't going to say RJ Barrett because that's disrespectful.
I was going to think about that too.
I like RJ though. Y'all know I like RJ.
He had a good season.
I wasn't going to say DeJounte.
You wasn't going to say Jalen Brunson, yo?
You ain't say the great De'Aaron Fox, yo.
Why are y'all being disgusting right now?
What's wrong with my guy, bro?
You didn't say about Halliburton.
Oh, yeah, Halle Berry. Give me Halle Berry.
I'm not saying people that don't matter, man. I'm sorry.
Hey, yo, watch them out.
They ain't moving the needle. Them guys ain't franchise guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yo. That's Halle Berry.
Halliburton gonna make some noise if Ayton get there.
Sure he is.
Yeah.
Who else? I think that was it that I could think of off the top of my. I mean, I guess I could say Colin Sexton. I like Colin Sexton a lot, but I'd probably take D. Mitch.
I'll take Mitch.
Yeah, I'd probably take Mitch.
I do like my shit talkers though.
Sexton like that, boy. And he's still a free agent if anybody, cared.
I think it's a weighted out thing.
Yeah, bro. Everybody is waiting for KD and Kyrie to get moved. Everybody.
Because the thing is, when KD moves, some people are going to want to just gravitate towards playing with KD.
Whatever team that is, It's the same way with the Kyrie to the Lakers situation. If the Lakers get Kyrie, somebody's going to take the vet minimum that ain't supposed to play with the Lakers because they're going to get minutes because the rest of the roster's booty cheeks. And you get to compete for a championship, and you're in Los Angeles, dude. I mean, it's LA. You saw Malik Monk do it last year. Malik Monk could have easily got $10 million a year last year. He said, "No, I'm playing for the veteran."
Mm-hmm.
What other guards? I'm not gonna say Simons.
Tyrese Maxey.
I like Maxie, but I would take D Mitch for sure.
Yeah.
Jordan.
I wouldn't even think twice about that. I just tried to keep it to relatively young guards, but you know what? We'll kick it up a notch. D Mitch or Brad Beal?
D Mitch. Yeah, D Mitch.
D Mitch. D Mitch or current James Harden? I'm still taking Fat Harden. I don't care.
I don't know what the hell Harden is anymore, dog. And it breaks my heart.
Yeah, he's not the scorer. He lost that little bit of burst, and it was cooked for him offensively.
Yeah, that makes a difference to me right there.
But he still averaged last year like 23 and 9, man. Like it's really good.
Yeah.
And he's one of the 5 best playmakers in the league, easily.
Yeah, I'm still rock with Harden.
I think I'd still take Harden.
I'm a Harden fan, man. I like to see what Harden. I cheer for Harden.
Y'all know I love Harden.
Yeah, he's been through a lot, but it's his fault sometimes. But yeah,
it's his fault, bro.
It is your fault, yo. You could dedicate yourself a little bit more to the game. You know you can.
I mean, he can, but what's better? What do you want to do more? Go in the gym and get shots up, or pop bottles with hoes and little baby at Bliss? Nigga, you tell me.
You could do both.
No. You got to pick.
Go to the gym drunk. My bad.
Kobe used to do it, y'all. We used to wake up people, bring them there.
Mm-hmm. Kobe said, "Yeah, I'm gonna go out with y'all, but y'all getting up with me." They said, "Man, he bullshit." Nigga woke him up at 4:30. He said, "Get up, y'all."
I'm like, I am fucked up.
Get up. I don't care.
Listen, it would have been a miracle if he woke me up. I tell you that much. It would have been a fucking miracle.
Like Kobe, I don't want to grind that much, bro. I'm sorry. I'm drunk.
I do not have the Mamba mentality.
I don't have that dog in me. I don't have.
He got the garter snake mentality, boy.
Yeah, I'm more of a copperhead. You're a black mamba, son. I'm good off that.
Oh, no.
I'm good off that, brother. I promise
you. That's funny.
Yeah, but I think that's it, man. Like I said, I don't think Jaylen Brown's a guard. Too big to be a guard for me. He doesn't.
Trust me, any other team, that nigga would be at the 3, brother.
That's true. Yeah.
You about to be at the 3 now.
Markelle Fultz, yo. Give me Fultz.
I'm afraid Orlando keep getting too many damn guards, but then again, I think them guards ain't better than Fultz, yo.
I mean, what other guards are in front of? Oh, they got Cole and they got Suggs.
I think Fultz is better than Cole, though. I ain't gonna lie.
I think Fultz is better than both of them.
Yeah,
but he's like not healthy.
I mean, he started last year, so it's a start.
Yeah, he's getting better, man.
You get him with Paolo. I like that.
Oh, Paolo's a guy now. Paolo's a guy.
He want KD.
Jabari's making me a little sad, but it's okay.
I told people before the draft they was going to get mad at Jabari in the summer league because he can't dribble.
Hey, nigga, you're athletic as hell, but you can't do anything else.
Can't dribble. He's a crazy shooter for a 6'10" guy, but he can't dribble at all. Like, he makes tough shots and everything, but he can't dribble. Like, that matters, bro. You saw what happened to Tatum and Brown in the finals when you couldn't dribble. They taking your lunch money, boy.
Your lunch rip, nigga.
He just can't dribble. He's not even an okay ball handler right now. He's not good at it. He'll improve. Who he played for? He played for the Rockets, no?
Yeah, I believe so.
I think that's good for him because he's not going to have to dribble. Because I'm going to tell you, Jalen Green and Kevin Porter going to dribble that basketball, son. I tell you that. They might not give it up either, but they're going to dribble it.
We'll dribble that motherfucker.
Especially KPJ. KPJ is not giving that basketball up, son.
My fan base pissed off.
Why, yeah?
You seen what Johnny Davis went out there and did?
Johnny Davis. But this is my thing when we drafted Johnny Davis. This is my thing. All right. I already knew he was the guy I ain't wanted. He was just the guy that was left. You feel me? I already knew what you're gonna get out of Johnny Davis. Good defender, decent passer. Nothing more, nothing less. You're
That's
not
good,
gonna get
though.
for a Wizards team. You need more. You do need more.
Oh,
Your point guard got to score because Bill.
what was y'all going to do? Y'all had the 10th pick.
Exactly. So that's why it was like, you know what? Take what's left. That's all it was. Just take what's left. At the very least, we can hope we can try and get something out of the market, Colin Sexton. But
I wouldn't be opposed. He probably, at this point, my thing is, Cleveland will probably match whatever somebody gives them, simply because nobody has any money. So you offer them a 1-year deal for $20 million. Cleveland will be like, well, I can do that for cheaper because I have his bird rights. So, or I can pay him more and it won't be as much against my cap because I have his bird rights. So they could do it. I'd like Sexton with y'all though. That'd be nice.
yeah, I feel like right now we need a point guard. Our point guard got to set everyone up and get his own bucket.
I need more bucket getters.
You ain't standing with Monty Morris, yeah?
Monty Morris ain't a bucket getter though. He's a good.
I was just asking if you were standing with him or not. That's it.
He's a good 6 man. That's where I put him.
Well, good thing he's starting for y'all, brother.
Yeah, because we're that terrible. But you know, and I have my own Bradley Beal agendas. I've been wanting him off this team for a while now because a lot of people say
hater, yeah.
I'm not hating. It's just the fact that he cannot defend, and he's not a 3-point shooter. He's not.
I think his percentages are a little bit lower than what they are because of the type of threes he takes. A lot of them are off the dribble and highly contested. But it's hard because when you're a franchise like the Wizards, who aren't a free agent destination and are never bad enough to get a top 5 pick, what do you do when if you let Bradley Beal walk? What do? You go into complete rebuild mode. You lose money. You lose fans. And there's no guarantee you even get a top 5 pick. Like, you might have a really, really, really good shot. But say you get the 4th pick instead of the 1st. That's a big difference in the NBA draft, man. Like, next year, that's the difference.
I say you Spurs it, yo. Let's get 3 1s. One of them got a hit.
Brother, listen. The Spurs the Spurs and the Thunder are gonna do some ungodly tanking this year. Do you hear me? It's gonna be awful. We're gonna see in the middle of the season, the Spurs is gonna shut down niggas for no reason. Just for no reason. Like,
they want that French boy.
Yeah, they want Wembanyama. And I found out
they want Tony Parker cousin.
He
play on Tony Parker team.
He play on Tony Parker team now. I see the vision, son. They gonna get him, and that dynasty gonna start back up, and I'm gonna start throwing up.
I don't see the problem.
It's disgusting. That boy Wemby is like that, man.
Nah, Chet ain't gonna let him tank down OKC.
Yeah, okay.
Chet ain't gonna have a choice because the OKC gonna start off like 11 and 10, and Sam Presti gonna be like, you know what? Let's give Shea a torn ACL.
Presti gonna see Shaq doing too good. Like, yeah, nah, sit out, yo, sit down. Yeah.
He gonna hit the nigga in the knee with a sledgehammer and be like, you're out, brother.
Alexander just stopped playing games for all of a sudden.
Bro, I didn't even know he was hurt. He was just like, yeah, SGA's out.
He was not hurt. He was not hurt. He was getting 30 a game for a stretch. And they was like, no.
Like, you know you're playing too good.
Hey, brother, are you kidding me? We could get Chet.
Chet keeping us in these games.
Chet gonna be averaging
fire, man. Sit down.
2 blocks a game on 50, 40, 90. And I'm telling you, Sam Presti gonna make that call. He gonna be like, look, son, I'm sorry, you gotta sit. Just imagine yourself, but taller and better. And we're gonna put him right next to you. We're gonna put him right next to you. But you gotta sit down first.
Exactly. You gotta sit down before you can stand up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You can practice and everything. We're just not gonna allow nobody in the practice facility with a camera, yeah. You gotta check your phone so your camera's at the door.
Let's believe you ain't suiting up again, brother.
Not this year. So we got guys to get. It's either Wemby or Scoot Henderson, one of the two.
I gotta see how deep this roster is.
Oh God, I'm telling you something. He said we gotta see what the other guys got. Sorry, Chet.
The guys that's been here for 3 years, we gotta see what they got. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Nick Collison probably still on the roster somewhere.
that's hilarious.
That's trash.
My bad, yeah.
He's probably leader of operations for that job. He probably owned the OKC now.
On his Udonis Haslam flow, yeah.
Yeah, the jersey retired. I was like, yeah, Nick. Loyalty. That's what it gets you. But yeah, man.
Do like
That was a
loyalty.
good pod right there. Good pod. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, checking in with us. We're gonna be back Friday for Freestyle Fridays. I gotta get my sound effect. But yeah,
Not me.
y'all
I'm
tuning
calling
in.
out.
Y'all there for that? Huh?
I'm calling out.
I'm sorry.
You don't. I didn't get that option. Do it a little early.
Huh? This is early.
Never mind. Yeah. Enjoy y'all night, everybody. Stu, tell them.
No, I love all y'all, man. Be safe. Don't do drugs. Don't talk to strangers.
Unless they're giving you
Hugs.
No,
Precisely.
you know what?